Welcome back, you guys. I think this is episode number 11 now. We're kind of making a decent way into this YouTube series, which is exciting and something I've never done before. So if you see here, we've got another boat. I ended up deciding that was the best way to fish would be to go off and find a good fishing spot and then just fish from the boat, and it worked out pretty well. I went ahead and off camera, I did a lot of work, if I'm being honest. There's now a second long ship just on the other side of the canal here because it was so hard to navigate. I decided to make two. I went ahead and the other two crypts that were like here and here I explored, and I died one more time off camera, but it was just the once, so my skills are getting still pretty up there. And with that, I've gotten a lot more iron here. I'm just kind of smelting some of it up, but I think what we're gonna do this episode, we're gonna build the longhouse, which I'm gonna move myself into. But we've got all this iron. This is 80 plus another 30, so we've got 110 to work with. If we make the iron, whatever it is, sledge, I think it's called. Make the iron sledge. That'll put us down to 80 to work with, and then all I'm gonna do is upgrade the scale mail and the helmet here, because that's gonna provide me with the most defense. So I think it'll be worth it. We'll go ahead and craft that now because I've kind of been anxious to do so. I'm going to keep smelting the iron in the background here. Go ahead and place this back down. I guess we need 30, right? So we'll just wait for the last little bit up there to finish up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, this last piece of coal, or a piece of iron, just popped out. I'm going to throw this coal back in the forge here. Hopefully we can get it stocked up. Cool. So I'm going to hop down here. We're going to be encumbered, so it's going to take a bit to walk back up. But that's not the biggest deal in the world. Actually, I need 4 of the whatever it is. I need 4 of this meat, so I'm going to go buy 3 more, and I'll meet you guys once I have the ingredients. Alright, so I got a couple more elite Draugr trophies while I was doing everything that I was doing off camera. Killed a couple of them and got another trophy, so all we should need now is, I think we're going to need wood as well, so I'm going to check which kind of wood we need. If this weapon's totally legit, it'll probably be fine with, we'll take a look. Oh, it's ancient bark. Okay, cool. I'm not sure that I have 10, we'll find out here shortly. I only have 5. Alright, I'll have to get more. I'll be right back. Like, this time I'll have all the ingredients ready to go. Alright, just leaving the swamp now, and I got the perfect number to drop. I got 5, so we're going to go back and get everything ready to go, and we will craft this iron sledge. Slowly making my way here with the encumbrance on, so if we check, mighty hammer worthy of a champion. Go ahead and craft it. New item, iron sledge. Alright, so what's upgrading it cost? A ridiculous amount of iron again, but it's gonna put the damage goes up 6 versus upgrading the iron sword. It goes up 6 as well. Okay. Well, cool. We'll keep playing with this. I think what I'm gonna do is, what all did that cost? Bark and flesh. So we're gonna upgrade the armor first, and I'm gonna catch you guys once I finish that up. And then once the armor is fairly upgraded, then we'll see about upgrading the sledge. Alright, so I can see how this is going to get expensive pretty quick here. It goes from 5 to upgrade to 10 to upgrade, and now if it's up to 20, we're really going to be having to evaluate. Oh, 15, so that's a stack apiece. What's our defense at now? We'll go ahead and put these back where they belong and equip these. We were at 39 before, now up to 47. Alright, so that's getting respectable here. So we're at 18 and 18. This is going to bring it to 20 and 20. Right. So 20 there. 20 there versus upgrading the sledge, which is also going to cost 15. I think survivability right now is going to be our main priority, you know, because what I want to do is we're going to totally change the focus of this video and just go out and see what this hammer is capable of. But I want to be as equipped as possible before we go and do so. right? So first off, I'm gonna sleep because it's nighttime, and then we're gonna go from there, and you guys will get a look at how dope this hammer is. And I'm definitely glad I decided to finally pull the trigger and craft it. All right, so what I decided I'm gonna do is with my last 45 iron, we're just gonna upgrade everything one additional time. So that'll bring our defense up to 51, which will be a good jump, and then it'll bring this thing's damage up 6 as well. So I haven't swung it yet. We're gonna go ahead and see. Oh boy, that is some. It's area of effect damage like that. Is there a? Okay, got it. And there's no second attack, so I think we might be better off kind of using these all in tandem versus one weapon or the other. Which in that case that kind of changes things a little bit. If I'm using it as a stagger tool, then the damage really isn't all that important, right? Because if these are going to be what's finishing off the enemies and this is just what's staggering them, then it doesn't make sense to be spending iron to upgrade them. So we're just going to go ahead and upgrade the armor one more time so I don't have to run down and pick it up. Which that is right here, so we can leave this. Shuffle our way over to the forge here. And upgrade the armor. So if you notice right here, it's requiring level 5 forge. So I don't know what max quality is. Actually 4 might be the maximum. Yep, 4 is max. Okay, so both of these articles of armor are now at max level, so that gives me 51 with 20 from this and 20 from this. As soon as we find better leather, we'll have much better armor just from these as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and what's it cost to upgrade this? 10. I think we're gonna leave the rest of the iron alone for now and just kind of sit on it and decide what to do, because this attack speed is too slow to justify that as kind of our main weapon. You know, if we get one of these and then immediately switch to the sword and finish them off while they're staggered, then we're talking, you know. But it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to be just swinging that axe or this hammer willy-nilly when it doesn't do that much damage, right? And the durability is extremely low. So it's clearly not made to be a primary weapon. It's more of a tool. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep that in our back pocket. The only thing upgrading it would do is improve the durability, which would be useful. But I think what we'll do here is we'll upgrade the we're gonna either upgrade the bow or the sword. And I think we're probably better off upgrading the sword. So I guess we'll do that. And then from there, I think we're gonna run to the swamp and give this thing a test run. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alright guys, so I just woke up in the in the swamp base here. I think what our plan is I'm gonna go ahead and just make my way deeper into the swamp and see how far it goes, because I went here and it ends about here. I think the ocean comes out. Oh no, it was over here where the ocean met it. So I think we're just gonna go southwesternly and see what we can't discover over there. And the main objective here is just to take the sledgehammer for a run and see what it's capable of. Because I think using it to stagger enemies in conjunction with go ahead and back up here, then I'll do it. Using it to stagger enemies and then following up with a combo from the sword to kill him is going to be pretty powerful. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to go ahead and just get sailed over there if I can get the boat free. Yep, here we go. Alright, we're good. So we're going to go ahead and hook into that most southern portion of the swamp. We can get right into this little armpit, just to save as much time. That deer was swimming out there a while ago. What is that, 4-star? Oh, maybe that's it. What are the odds that that's a sunken Eikthyr spawn? It'd be kind of crazy. I'm not gonna go investigate it, it's not all that important. But as soon as we get over here, we'll take off and start heading into the swamp. Alright, we got some clowns here. Right on the shore, we'll go ahead and test it out on. I think it's probably gonna one-tap these guys, but go ahead and go there. Alright, there's gonna be a little bit of nuance to this, I can tell. Yeah, you could almost just keep the smashes coming. I'm gonna go ahead and eat because I forgot to. Got a little too excited. And we're just gonna keep moving here. I'm not too worried about this slime for the moment. Hopefully we'll get to a spot where we can pile up some enemies and see what the hammer's capable of. Alright, we're making good progress. I'm about to the furthest point I've ever been. I figured I'd go ahead and activate the Eikthyr power-up so we can get moving quicker and keep going here. So far there hasn't been too many enemies tonight, but I didn't figure there would be because I've already been through here to kind of clear everything out. There was a wraith here at nighttime, so we might be able to come back and fight that thing. I have yet to kill one and find out what it drops. I was getting shot at by archers, and here we go. This is what we wanted. Go ahead and stagger those cats. I don't know that that's exactly the most effective way to do things here. $256 damage from a backstab. That is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving here. Hopefully we'll get a good chance to see what the hammer can do. I think it's dropping my frame rate as well, so I might have to play with some things to get it to work the best, but we'll go from there. Alright, we're officially in uncharted territory in the swamp here. Going through places I haven't been yet. Hopefully, with any luck, we'll find another crypt or two, just so I have more iron to work with. We've got maxed chest plate and a maxed helmet, which is pretty solid, can't complain there, and an upgraded sword, so... As far as equipment goes, like, we're pretty kitted out with iron, but I would like to have a little bit more to work with, so we'll see if there's any to find down here. If not, it's not the biggest deal. I would like to just find some enemies though, so we can get the hammer tested out. We could also wait until nighttime, which might work out better because spawn rates will be up and there will be different enemies to have to deal with. Oh, that building looks promising. Typically there's like 5 Draugr around a building. Yeah, there's 2 right there already, so I'm gonna get the shield up just in case there's an archer. Because those guys will just pick us off. Doesn't look like it though, it looks like we're gonna get a decent fight here. Alright, hold on you guys. My honey was about to drop, so we'll go ahead and let them swing. Sword. Okay, that worked. That worked. Took him out. So I guess the biggest problem is that if you don't get the stagger on, then it's not. If you're not getting the stagger, then it's a little bit harder to reap the benefits. But it's definitely got its place, especially if you're outnumbered. I think it's going to be one of the most useful tools. There's been a lot of times that I've died because I was outnumbered and swarmed and just couldn't keep the enemies at bay. So that alone makes the hammer worth the 30 gold or the 30 iron, I would say. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going through enemies here, see what we can get out of it. Yeah, so that did take 2 swings. I'm curious if one swing from the hammer and then followed up by one swing from the sword would be enough to stagger them and then get the crit. So that'll be what I try next whenever I find someone. Didn't even have to stop recording. There's some guys right over here. That's an archer though, so I'll go ahead and get the shield up. Oh, there's a couple archers. Alright. We got a whole herd. Bring them over here, try to stay away from the archers, because I think there's 2 of them now. Go ahead and smack. Smack again. Go ahead and eliminate that guy. I would say this hammer is pretty useful. That was a sketchy situation to be in there. Yeah, this archer is what I was worried. Oh, that's a tree. Well, maybe I was just worried about nothing. I would say this hammer is definitely, it's got its place for sure. That little swarm right there gave it a good chance to shine. Versus skeletons, I think the blunt damage is probably more effective, so it kind of just blows them away. And then anything that's left is easily taken out. So we're gonna keep running around here, probably get another few shots with it, and this will be the remainder of the episode of just seeing what the hammer's capable of here. Technically it's the iron sledge, but I'm calling it a hammer. Alright, something I want to try on this guy is just getting the parry off and seeing what the parry is like. So that should have done it, but it didn't. I think he's just doing too much damage. So trying to get a parry with the hammer is probably not your best bet. It's going to be better for just swinging into enemies and going from there. See, I think that's leading up to Black Forest up there, which I'm not interested in finding. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm gonna check the graphics. Alright, I don't think there's much else I can do. There are limitations to playing on a MacBook Pro here, so gonna keep running around, and here we go. Not even gonna have to stop doing it. Okay, this guy's not quite as bulky. We'll try getting the parry on him. Come on. Yeah, it's just not happening. Which most weapons can't get the parry anyways, so it's not surprising. Here we go. So there is only one attack, there's not a secondary attack, whereas the where the sword has the secondary stab right there that does massive damage. The hammer only has the one swing attack here. Oh, it's super effective versus those blobs. It just pushes them away. I didn't even get poisoned from that. Huh. Who would have thought? Go ahead and see if this guy doesn't have any bodies. Oh, never mind. I don't care. These archers are not an enemy to screw around with. Period. Alright, you guys, I think this is going to wrap this episode up. All in all, I would say the hammer here is a super solid weapon. I'm definitely going to be keeping it with me every day. I think I'm going to keep the lineup just like this, having the sword and hammer here, the shield in the middle, just because with the W key, the 2 is hard to get to anyway, so I can alternate quickly and easily between the hammer and the sword. And then keeping the bow there kind of in the offhand, and then the heals and 1 potion, and then I've got my poison resistance in the bottom here because I don't need to panic and activate that. But with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Comment down below if you decide to get the hammer after watching this video. I think it's pretty damn sweet.